I'm your boy Idaho,
I'm your boy Juke.
and we about to bring you the hottest talk, 100% raw from around the city.
So do you think the pressure that both you, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't get around it. Like if you're like both of your sons are playing ball, so sooner or later somewhere, yours is already going through it, yours probably going through it too. They're already getting that pressure of I got like people expect me to be either as good as my pops or better than my pops. Do you think that pressure is like, or when that pressure comes, are you going to be ready to just, like, how are you going to feel about having that conversation?
Well, we just went through this, didn't we?
Because that pressure, I love.
Listen, we just went through this. All right, look. So we got workouts, and like, boy is doing 7-on-7. My boy, this our quarterback, he nice and did. My son right there, like, but my son do the field work, he nice. Everybody gunning for him, so he happened to get cooked in the one-on-ones, and they came and and then he went back to crying at the line. So when I got to the crib, I'm like, okay, today is the day that you learned this lesson. You can't show no emotion. I've been through that. I've been through where somebody caught one on me or they ran me over and I'm salty and everybody like, cause I'm the dog or whatever, and they like, oh, he ran over Ed Raw, everybody clowning me, I'm salty, and mom's hitting me with it, not even my pops, mom, ain't no fear, you can't, I don't never want to see you cry cause a motherfucker ran you over, so I had to be taking out the trash, bro, come here. Today was your day, this is what happened, bro. You can't show no fear, none of that. Like, bro, don't never let nobody see you cry, none of that, because you're the best person on the team that's running for you, no matter what. Now people in the city's trying to know who he is, so it's like, he coming for you, bro. Sure.
Ain't no pressure, bro.
Ain't none. Ain't none.
I mean,
To you, but to have a pop.
it's energy, bro. Like, he gonna do what he gonna do and he gonna be great at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna fall short, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep it moving. Like, he gonna do great things because we putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? We already know we putting the work in, so, and it paid off that. You know what I'm saying? When you focus and when you living right and doing the right shit, everything falls into place for you. So, like, I took the challenging route to make it easier. You know, we always hear those stories like, oh, he only here because of such and such, or his daddy know this. So what? So what?
I did that for
Like,
that.
yeah, like, so everybody, I don't want him to have I don't baby him by no means, but he earned everything he got, but he worked hard for it, so he get everything. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's straight A's.
You work hard.
You know, yeah, like he's straight A's in school. Like, how can I tell you no? You balling on the field, straight A's, don't talk back, listen good, respectful, like, you get everything you want. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really no pressure like that. Like, I'm there every day. This is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about everything. So it ain't, we gonna take it how it comes, but one day at a time. That's it. Ain't no pressure, man.
Man, what was your little, like, because I mean, especially going to mower, y'all got driving like out the door. So, like, playing guys that you battle with, like, was there a guy during your time that you just every time y'all played in a dogfight?
Well, you know, Eugene Clifford, he was our top DB in our class, and his first cousins our backyards touch. So we played Killer Man and stuff all the time, and he played for Little Red Machine, and I played Family Alliance and stuff. So we had a rival all the way from Little League, and they beat us my senior year in the playoffs in triple overtimes. They kicker made like a 47-yard field goal in triple overtime to beat us. The game,
that was probably one of the
got a scholarship to Purdue.
That's how that one game was so wild like that. That's probably still one of the livest playoff games that ever was played.
Yeah.
Like that game was 3 overtimes, and so you two battle though. Like they brought out. I mean, obviously you're talking about some #1 DBM in Ohio State, of course.
Yeah.
Like have the state championship under the belt. Like so, it's obviously somebody who has the resume. You know, to deserve that. But I mean, those battles. Like, is there any little fights and stuff y'all used to do on the field? Cause you know, I used to pull towels and throw your towel down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just to make.
We was clean, bro. You know, that molar atmosphere different, right? I'm telling you, man. Like, you gotta for real, like, it got its pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, you know, like, and the more, I'm thankful for the opportunity and all of my networks and everything more on the back end, like now, rather than me understanding that at the time, you know, like be first class, act like you've been in the end zone before. So it wasn't like we was just clowning. We had fun, don't get me wrong. Like, but it was first class everything, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
they taught you more than that, because they taught y'all more than football.
Yeah.
Like they taught y'all how to be men, they taught y'all how to carry yourself, they taught y'all that out of school.
Yeah, you gotta buy in, man. They don't care who you are. It ain't no. You fail 2 classes at Moeller, bro. Your ass is gone.
Yeah.
Ain't no. You on academic probation, and they not playing. They don't care who you are, bro. Like, so you gotta be well rounded, and then coming from, you know, I grew up in Evanston. Like, I'm coming from the hood, and then I'm here, you know what I'm saying? It's a different environment. So yeah, you dealing with racism. Yeah, it's a lot of shit you just gotta fight your tongue for and pick and choose your battles, you know what I'm saying? And it take a strong and different person to be able to go through that whole process, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it make you well-rounded, you ready. You know what I'm saying? You ready for whatever out here. Right? So that was what I took from that. Like, it just make you more versatile as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a lot of distractions in Cincinnati public and all of that, like, and it make it harder for you to make it out, you know? But
that's on my side.
You gotta be locked in. You gotta be locked in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy in and be locked in. It ain't no half-assing that shit. If you there, you all in. And they gonna get you where you need to be.
On my end, it was just coaches coming to talk to me. They ain't care about a few other people. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, they just worry about me. It was other people there, like, you know, they had scholarships, and it may not have been D1, but they was like going, but other people was going places on my team. But it was more just, they talking to me. It wasn't no way or nothing. Coach No coming to holler at me, Coach B coming to holler at me, hey, you ain't smoking, is you? I'm just saying what I'm doing. It wasn't like shit, you ain't like, nigga, we know you drink too. Like, you ain't drinking or nothing. Like, I done been high before games, they pulling me in the, brother, before the game, like, just chill, I'm cool, coach. Like, I've been, but like, that wouldn't have went a bit more. Like, ain't nobody like, nigga put me in that, you know I'm high, but I'm still playing. Ain't no bitch, I broke a record too. I ain't gonna lie to you, I broke a record that day too. I broke that record, I was high as hell on that cook, oh God, bro, I swear. Oh God, for real talk. But I'm just saying, like, that's, like, you got the network, I don't get that. Damn, they're the best running back in the city at that year and a half, 2 year period, and I don't get the network and the people that I don't get that. Yeah. I just got me talking that shit, and y'all know, I don't give a fuck. Everybody, I don't give a fuck if you were through that 07 through 2010 range, you know I was dogging shit, period. So that's how I look at that shit, but I don't get it. Yeah. I can go to down here and my teammate I played with, he can call him and boom. That's one of the main things.
So would you say, like, when you were playing, that all these coaches is mainly focus on youth and then not really focus on the team and try to make make the team better, or they just focus on you and making you better because they saw he's doing this, he doing that, he gonna shine. We just gonna focus on him because he gonna take it somewhere.
I think it was it was more of that. Like I said, they talked to a few other dudes, but it wasn't just like it wasn't on team meetings.
Right.
It wasn't like we all got together and we did this, like it wasn't no camaraderie. Like I was beefing with half my damn team. I would just keep it a buck. Real talk though, like I was like, and I don't know if it was like because of the notoriety that I was getting at the time, but I literally was like coming in the locker room thinking I'm gonna have to fight him or fight this person, or I'm arguing with him, and we all on the same team. And then Friday night, come on, bro, let's go, nigga. Like, the same. Tuesday, I'm gonna fight the shit out of you Tuesday. Like, but that's what I was going to. Like, you feel me? So it wasn't no structure or none of that. It wasn't no North Carolina chill way.
I would do the same thing at with them. Like,
for sure.
Just my opinion, like the only person that at my senior year, there was, besides the Beer Posey in Cincinnati, I just felt like nobody else was even close to me.
Right.
Like I was literally like 8 games, you know what I'm saying, 12 touchdowns. But like I came into a situation with Withrow, like all these guys been in this system a long time. They grew up around here, like they've been here a long time. So I came into a situation, I came into the situation where a lot of these guys were already set in their position. So I came in and like started camp. I was last on the death list. Started camp. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the first day, I was first. You know what I'm saying? But throughout my journey, Coach Doc was a great coach. He's a better coach now. But back then, like me and him never sat down and he never pulled me in his office like, look, you got all these scholarships, like, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. Like, I didn't even know I had an Ohio State scholarship, you know what I'm saying, for track until the AD Braddock school used to sign, like, hey, you can go to Ohio State, run track, and walk on. Sure, okay, you can walk on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know that. I had already signed with Eastern, so I didn't know that. He didn't prepare me. Like none of the coaches there prepared me. They didn't sit down and talk to me. I did nothing. Like I did everything myself. The SAT I set up myself. Miss Johnson helped me. The principal at Withrow, she helped me, and a couple other teachers. But like literally, I did all that myself. My coaches didn't do nothing. Like my recruiting visits, like they just called me. Like the doctor called me in the office, handed me my stack of mail. That's for you.
Right.
I'm gone.
That's how I was when I was in school. Cause before Spencer Ware came out, we had like Jeff Duckworth, Jordan Hopgood, and Jordan Albright, Chris Brown, and all them, Imran Bashi, and all them on defense. But like, as soon as all them left, and as soon as Spencer left, like the coaches didn't even care about nobody. They like we had one person my senior year signed to go play receiver at the end, Jay McCants. He was like 6'4". He was the only person in our senior class to sign to a college to go play football somewhere. And all the coaches would come in and come and talk to him, and like our coaches wouldn't even try to put us on with those coaches. Like maybe y'all should look at this guy and come look at this guy or look at this guy, because we all had the talent. You know what I'm saying? And we just needed the support, from the coaches to be like, hey, come check this guy out. Look at his film. Look at his film. It's like. Back then, all the coaches just focused on that next person that came up that next year or was coming out. They never focused on the team, you know what I'm saying, and tried to help the team up. So now that's what I feel like now, leading to my next question, even though y'all coaching y'all kids and the kids around y'all, do y'all try to help them out as well? Do y'all try to help them get like certain exposure? National exposure or city or cities. Do y'all try to not single in? You don't even know. You don't even know his ass. He on his way. I can't switch boards, bro. I'm too tired. But it's gonna be some other table shit going on. So do y'all don't single on one kid? Y'all like to. It's a group that we like to help out all the kids on the team with
You can't win with just one kid, man. So, and then at the age, like my son is a couple years younger than Ed's son. So this was all their first year pretty much playing football. So you gotta teach. You don't know what you got. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta lay everything. You can't show no favoritism. We don't know who is who, you know? Like, so you gotta really put time in with all of these kids individually and develop them at the most basic stage. And a lot of people don't understand how, like, raw these kids is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta down.
Yeah.
Put your 3 fingers down, and then like you gotta really break everything down. And a lot of people really don't realize that. Like, I don't feel like I'm not a coach actually. Like, I'll mess with them on the in the org all the time. I say I'm in the front office. But because I don't really want to coach them. I want to be there. I'm there for support, like especially off the field, you know. But I get a coach's day room to coach. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to be I should have had my ass out there coaching. So we gotta understand, and you know, sometimes he be telling me to be more, you know, but wherever he need me, I'm there. He know that I got the experience, whatever. But I want to sit back and enjoy play. You know what I'm saying? But practice-wise, though, like I'm there, I'm doing more tying shoes and wiping noses for the kids.
That's I talk to Ev all the time. I'm like, when my nephew want to play, he sucks. Like, he sucks. Like, I be looking at him like, nah, because we was driving, I'm like,
I was so with this.
nah, I don't know, we driving, I'm like, hey, bro, what's I said, I know. I'm like, you ready? You next up. You ready? You ready for me to pass you the torch? He's like, yeah, I'm ready for the torch. I said, what's the first down? He said, that's when I throw the ball out of bounds. I said, what? I said, oh yeah, we'll be there next week.
Yeah.
We'll be there next. Y'all got another one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was gonna have his mom bring it. I'm like, nah, I can't. You don't know that. You don't know what the first down is.
Yeah, but you gotta get out there.
That's why.
Like he didn't know. Like I wasn't even prepared to. We haven't been learning football, you know, like we was just speed training, you know, so just stuff like that. I'm getting him out there, we working out, conditioning, stuff like that. Like, so, and then they threw him at quarterback, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I wish I would have known we was gonna play quarterback. I could have at least got there. Like, so he just, like every week, just being a sponge and progressing. And that was every kid though, you know what I'm saying? Like, learning how to block, learning how to tackle, all of that is just taking angles in pursuit, you know, they just starting to get a feel for it, but they got to be out there. You know? You don't want to hold him to him, and then he gonna get like these kids is, bruh. They training these kids like they go into the compound.
Hey, bro. I have my moments. I ain't gonna lie. I have my moments. Like, but it'd be like, okay, it'd be like the July. We had, all right, bro, it's time to kick it in gear, man. We're gonna get ready. Like, you know what I mean? Man, you be a kid, bro. Go jump on the trampoline, bro. Go play basketball, ride the dirt bike. You be a kid, bro. I'm not finna be like, bro, we got training. We not doing it.
People don't realize them being a kid is a form of training. Think about all the time you running around with your boys, whether it's hooping or y'all playing tag or y'all playing
Killer Man, all that.
Even, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, like, that's part, riding your bike through the neighborhood, stuff like that. That's part of the training of becoming an athlete.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit more because in a sense, like my son a game head, but he do what he do on the field, but he a game head. I'm trying to cut that out because a lot of kids ain't doing what you just said what we used to do while we was raw.
It's a different
we was raw because of that.
Yeah, like it's.
Like, we would go in the middle of the street and play with cars on the side. And you got to be that good to be able to dodge a car.
For sure, bro.
We used to call the car Ray Lewis and Harry.
They ain't gonna lose.
Man, you hit them, you know.
I done hit a couple times.
I remember Killer Man. You run in the grass and Killer Man, but like we want really tackle in the grass, but like we were like, as soon as you hit that concrete, you gonna get hit. So like, as soon as you run out of bounds, we got concrete out of bounds. Like if you run on the sidewalk or out of bounds, we gonna hit you now. We gonna hit you. Right? We gonna hit you. Now we hit you.
Step off this right.
You gonna get hit. So yeah, so like you were saying, like now a lot of kids, like you're saying, it's a different time now. So like a lot of kids are more like on the games. But I think that's like technology, and then on top of that, I think that parents know like in the back of their head it's like a safety precaution.
For sure.
That sense of world so crazy.
I know it's crazy.
So, but how can we, like, especially like me and Juke, like we're all in on trying to get not only high school or like we really don't have no set ranking. We want to start getting events set up. Like we want to do a flag league, like not really a league, but a flag tournament in the summer with the little league guys, like with the older guys, like you know what I'm saying? Because there's some guys in the city still like to play flag and stuff. So how can we get some of the big things in the city to all commit to come out and just have a good time and like let the young guys meet each other, let them do one-on-ones together where you know what I'm saying they're out here, you know what I'm saying, they can run around and do this all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that way they can see and they can, you know what I'm saying, be part. Because I'm not even gonna lie, one of the best parts about me growing up was when I used to go to camps, like Ohio State camp or Louisville camp, like going there with guys from everywhere and being able to do one-on-ones and all that stuff with those guys and feed off of that, like that helped mold me for college. But then I got to college and I'm around guys from Cali, Maine, and Brazil, and Africa, and all that. I don't know about Africa, but I'm pretty sure there was somebody from Africa there. But I'm around different, you know what I'm saying? So that helped me be able to be like, because like you said, building chemistry with people hard. So imagine building chemistry with somebody that lives 3,000 miles away from you. You know what I'm saying? Or 300 miles away from you, or whatever it is. Like me, like us, we can probably get on a team and mold quicker because we're from the same background. We're all from Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? We know the struggle, we know the hustle, we know what it is. But then you get somebody from Compton or Pittsburgh to come in here and try to build with them. Now you gotta learn their way, you gotta learn their culture. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So, so how can we get those people to sit down, like, and get stuff like this going?
Just make it happen. Do it. Like ain't everybody just doing a lot of talking. You know, actually, like set it up. Like it's gonna happen. It's something positive. It's just like Ed said a little earlier. A lot of people egos. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys is in it for themselves. Pretty much. Like it ain't about the kids. They say it's about the kids, but it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? So shit. My advice is start it up. You know, if that's what you want to do it. Shit, you know, I'm a support. You know, and I mean, I'm all for whatever, man. All you like even this situation, hit me up, let me know, bro. I'm there. You know, like especially if it's something we already doing, some flag or something. Even if I ain't playing, I'll come support.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Promote it at the least.
That is, and that's the biggest thing. And like we want to get, like you said, we all have our story, we all have our road that we all took to get to where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, everybody sitting here has walked the path to college. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that me and Ev and Juke all come from backgrounds of not being educated on that next step in our journey, how can, like, I feel like we need to start getting together a group of guys who will sit down with these kids. And like you said, like actions speak louder. So like anybody out there, like, it don't just gotta be us, it can be anybody. Like we need to start putting together seminars or something where we can conferences where we can sit down with these kids and let them know, like, you know what I'm saying? I can let you know what it's like to go to a D1 school or a D2 school because I've been there. But I can't let you know what it's like to go to like an Alabama or Ohio State because I've never been there. But I know guys that have, and I can sit you at the table with those guys if that's the route you want to take. You want to go to a HBCU? I got guys that's been that route. You want to take that route? But now we can educate kids so that way when they show up to these campuses, they're not just blind. I was a duck. Like I got up here like, I'm right next to Michigan, U of M, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing all these NFL players, you know what I'm saying? I got caught in the sauce, like, literally, I got caught in it, like, forget going to class, I'm about to be at this strip club with the Lions tonight, or I'm about to go to this icebreaker and not go to 5 a.m. run.
You weren't living right.
I wasn't, because, you know, we didn't get taught that. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of Withrow, like, I didn't get taught, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they cater to everything. Like they gave me, I took online classes just to be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't put, and at that age, I was 17 when I graduated. So at that age, I didn't know no better. I was the first in my, my Uncle Wes was the first in my family to explore football, but I come from baseball. So everybody knows about baseball. They didn't know a lot about football. So I kind of took those first steps myself. So nobody could guide me and be like, hey, look, when you get to college, it's gonna be hectic. You're gonna have females in your dorm room. When you get there, you don't know how they got the key. Turn around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, go to practice, skip that party. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that drug. Or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I didn't have to. I'm just being real.
I didn't even get to experience that shit. I mean, like, I think I went to D3 college. I didn't even get to experience like that shit right there. Like, I probably would have been on that booze. I wouldn't have right either.
Everybody had ain't nobody perfect, bro. Everybody had those times in their life to where they ain't living right, and everybody got a story, you know what I'm saying? But shit, you grown. Yeah. Like once you 18 and you left from college, you can't keep making that excuse, you know what I'm saying? You know what you want, you got your goals. If you want to do this, you know what it takes. You know you ain't supposed to, you know what you're supposed to be doing and what you ain't. It's just, I mean, see, like you said, it's a sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? At that, yeah, everybody want to go party and have fun, but shit, it's a, you know you ain't gonna be able to.
What's Friday is like, I ain't gonna, I'm just keeping it real with you, like on some real shit. Like once I got to that level and like it was like starting to pick up like that, bro. And right now, that's how we talking about this shit. Damn, bro, I damn near was content with that shit at that time, bro.
Yeah.
Being that I was that nigga, I ain't gonna see everybody knocking at the door. Right. Bitch, if I had a girl, bitches, everything, bro. Like I was cool at that, and then like went to the joint, all that one shit, and then when I got there, it didn't even hit me until I was like a year and a half in there. Right. I'm watching Spencer eat up. You hear me? This real talk in the joint, bro. This is the first time I cried, bro. And this real talk, like, yeah, I was cool, bro. Wow, here he got damn weird, I don't give a fuck. Put it in the back of my brain, I was just the best running back in Cincinnati. Like, put all that shit in the back of my brain, I'm trying to survive. Joint. Bruh, I'm sitting there watching Spencer. Spencer got like 220, 3 touchdowns, third quarter. I'm like, damn. I know I told that pill. Bruh, you know I told that pill better than you. I ain't with you. You know. Hey, it's a nigga in Cincinnati that was better than you, and everybody knows it was me, bro. I ain't gonna do all that shit, bro. Niggas know. I ain't doing it. Everybody know. I just ain't put the work in, niggas know. But on the same time, I'm giving him his ups at the same time. I'm watching him versus LSU, bro. It really hit me, bro. I got like 9 months ago. I'm like, bro, it's on. When I get out of here, it's on. Get out. I went to college and shit, but still wasn't living right, bro. Went back to jail. So it's like, when I see my son, that's why I said I don't get the football there. I'm on this street side, bro. We can ball. You can be the livest nigga out here, but if you ain't living right, bro, if you ain't thinking right, if this ain't, I got the blueprint for you. If you don't look at this blueprint and figure out this blueprint I got for you first, then you take your ass home and work on my son. He up next. So like, I'm on that. Like, I ain't gonna pressure you into it, but this you gonna do, like Brian said, this you gonna do it. But nigga, let's get to it. That's what we gonna do. But I got the story in the blueprint form, bro. That's my whole team.
And I feel like what you just said there, like that's what we need more as black men in America. Period. Like we need to help the kids, you know, whether it's our kid or somebody else's kid, focus more on the books. Because they should know that the sports is gonna come. It's gonna come, right? Exactly. And believe it or not, sports is the easy part.
The easiest shit to do.
Right.
All you gotta do is lace them up and go.
Exactly. So why not knock out what's hard, knock out the books, you know, knock out real life stuff.
Real life shit.
Knock that out
that's
first.
That's starting to kick in. That's
right. Knock out that stuff first, and then come back to the sports aspect of it.
It all go hand in hand.
Right.
Like, living right and doing the right stuff, and you paying attention to your kids, and y'all locked in. You know, the energy there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you got a relationship with their teachers, you checking up homework, all of that. Like it ain't just it's structure. You gotta have some type of structure or it ain't gonna work out. You can't just he eating at 11 o'clock, staying up till 1 o'clock on the iPad. A lot of these kids are just locked in on these computers and time is just going by and they ain't learning shit. Then we got hit with the COVID and then they got homeschooled and then remote school and kids behind already. So if you ain't really locked in with your kids, like you already behind. You playing catch up from there on. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be locked in, man. Like, and all of that shit just translate over to the next thing, one thing after the next. Just living right and doing what's right, bro. And really being locked in.
Does anybody here still get offered to go walk the sideline? Do you get offered to go back and roll around?
Oh yeah. We there.
Yes.
We went to three home games last year. They home games still at UC too.
You be going back to college?
I'm waiting to get the whole thing.
You going back to the games?
You like it from afar? You mad at him, bro?
I'm mad at
Listen, I know my bad too. I got a story though, like you feel me? Like so I'm like, I'm gonna turn it into a movie, all this one shit, but I got a story, but like y'all know me for real. Like this is more college chill. Y'all know me for real. Y'all know I ain't on that like that. I ain't finna come in here and rob everybody. Bruh,
We know.
I got a little we coming in here as a team, like, and I'm not gonna say I shouldn't have to pay or none of that shit, but listen, I made y'all a bunch of money too.
Yeah.
It's like and them. Pulled down this motherfucker, he walking in the hoop game for free.
Yeah.
I want that same treatment. I don't sit here and act like it ain't no. I broke 2 minutes records. I broke like 5 records. Bro, like I did some shit, bro. Like I went to a game and motherfucker at the gate talking to me and my brother crazy. Like, hold on, bro, got 2 chips.
Yeah.
I done broke 5, 6 records. My name written, something, my picture in here. Like.
They didn't even know me. I showed up to the game like, I'm Idaho. Who the hell is Idaho?
Like,
I'm like,
but see, look, and the moment when you on the field 3 home games, I got paid to get on the, I paid, get in, the coach was like, hey, what's up, you ain't told me, I could have called you, like, crazy.
see, AD get me in.
Crazy.
Like, AD can get me in, like, he'll get me in just, but, like, he be up, focused on the game and stuff, so I don't really get to talk to him. I just drop his name and they be like, oh, well, AD, so.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? But when I get there, I feel like a stranger. Don't nobody, like, I'll be walking through, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple, you know what I'm saying?
You old, man.
Bowling and stuff. Most of the teachers at Windows still there. A lot of them teachers at
I
Windows
feel like
still
if you put
there.
in some work, I still should get some type of.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro, you gotta think about it.
What a history is, that shit, nah, for real.
What I did at Windows, bro, will never be, like, come on, I came from Idaho. An unknown place that, you remember, they used to laugh at me, bro, like, bro, why they used to be like, bro, I'm telling you to burn anybody, yo. He was like, he from Idaho.
Nah, when I first seen it, I was saying, I'm across the way though. Y'all saying I'm like right here, they're like I'm across the way, they flip up.
Bro, I used to get laughed at.
No, not for real. I heard. Like you know, I had to. We talked about this. Like, I heard. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, it became vital.
I got laughed at.
Hey, we see. Nigga, we from the city. You know how we get we from the city. But I know you're a dog though. But it's just like for the grapevine, like.
And then when people finally seen me play, they was like, y'all play like that?
Oh, right.
Like, you feel me? And then now,
Yeah.
you gotta think about over a decade or something later, like, everywhere I go, like, that's how people know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like, that we got that field got built my senior year. Like, we took them to the playoffs for the 2nd time ever. Like, just recently they went and won. Congratulations to them. They got their first playoff win. But we took it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like when I done won all these awards, you know what I'm saying? Went to college, all this stuff.
You want your roses?
I want them all. Bro, my name, bro, literally, bro. I broke records that, nigga, I had 8 catches, 200, like almost 80-something yards, 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah.
They don't even talk about that. My name ain't in no record book. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't just quit though. Like it was for a while. Like even back in Idaho, like because of the game I had with 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. I'm like, how am I not? You know what I'm saying? Like I won state championships in track down there. You know what I'm saying? Went to state in basketball. Did my thing in football. Like how am I not getting my roses?
Yeah.
Like how do you you as y'all as fathers, like how do we continue to send our kids to schools that just eat them up, use them for their abilities, and just send them out? Like if I can't come home to look at the stuff that I put up here, like you decorate your home, but you never get to go in there and look at it. You feel me? Are you in there welcome? Like you in there uncomfortable? It's your house though. You decorated this. Your name on these jerseys, these plaques, but you can't. You in there like this.
I feel like closing out don't get fed. You know, you gotta go holler at somebody. You know, like I don't mind. I know y'all don't mind paying and supporting like the high school. So I know if I really called up to Moeller, like, look, I need some tickets or something, like they'll give them to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind because it be spare the moment sometimes. I'm like, all right, shit, you want to go to the game? And you're like, yeah. So I pay to go to the game, but we walking straight to the field, and it ain't gonna be no problem.
I tried to go on the field. They were not letting. They tried to escort me out the game. They're like, you can't come on the field. I'm like, I'm Idaho. Go talk to Barry or somebody over there. I'm Idaho. They're like, man, I don't care who you is. Never heard of you, bro. You ain't get on the field. Like you gotta leave if you don't go sit down. Yeah. So now I'm up here sitting with, you know what I'm saying, the visitors and stuff. Like,
you know what?
I just left. I'm like, I ain't been to a game since. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't been to a game since.
I chill right outside the fence. I sit right outside the fence.
I'm gonna do that.
Smoking too. I ain't gonna lie now.
I wear my window jacket, my Letterman for my brothers that I went to battle with while I was there. You know what I'm saying, to represent them. But outside of that, like I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just outside of the brotherhood of the player, I don't support that.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Like and it's not like you said, close mouth don't get fed. Like I did my due diligence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've even reached out and been like, hey, let me come tell my story. Like, I got one to tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I'm the best athlete to come out of that school. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not the best, I'm definitely top 3 hands down. I don't care how far I went or if this dude went to the NFL, this dude went here, this dude went there. I don't. As far as my time at with or my ability while I was there, I was talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna wrap it up because we definitely appreciate y'all. We're gonna have to get a part 2 in. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and figure out how we can turn all of this around and start getting, like I said, like I look at these Texas games in California, they got 50,000 in the stands. They got stadiums that hold 30,000, 40,000. That's their home stadium. You know what I'm saying? You see them Texas stadiums? Like they look like D2, D3 colleges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the goal is to get, we might not be able to get them stadiums and stuff, but how can we get those crowds and stuff back? Like you said, the more, like back in your day and my day, like when they used to have Hoover and Corrine played, you see it was hot. You know what I'm saying? When Moeller and Corrine, y'all games was hot.
It's the competition, bringing the competition to the city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see them other talented states and stuff come play us, and we gotta travel too. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's it.
Everybody wants.
Because remember that Ohio versus everybody was lit for the longest, but then you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like once that wave, I would say it started probably 9, 10, and then just gradually started falling off. Where now they're like, we gotta go as Ohio, like we gotta go play in Florida and start popping people so we can get that dog back. Because I remember when I first came here, we was as a football state, we was like top 5. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When it came to high school football.
Now top 5 no more.
Man,
We went down to that Army game. I was supposed to go to that Army game, man. When I was a senior, I was supposed to go to that Army game. It was like 4 of us from the city. 4 of us from Ohio, not the city of Ohio.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in, bro. This is Off the Bench Last Play. I'm glad that y'all got the chance to hear some of the best talent that ever come through the city. Tell y'all about their journey and what's up next for not only them, but the young adults that they raising. Make sure y'all tap in the next time because we got something special for y'all.
Y'all hop in the comments. Make sure y'all say what y'all gotta say. Give us feedback. Hop in with ideas. We would love to hear from everybody. And then on top of that, we got gifts for our guests today. For y'all little leaguers.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
Make sure y'all stay tapped in because we pulling up to both of the Young Goats games this year to make sure that y'all see it live so we can tap in and show y'all what's up next. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.